All right, so you're thinking about making that move to Jacksonville, Florida, okay? Whether you're from out of state or within the state, you're thinking about it, and you want that Florida lifestyle. Well, wait until you see what I've got to show you in today's show. All right, now, we're just a little bit outside of Jacksonville. We're still close to it. We're at St. Augustine, Florida. That's right. It's in the Jacksonville metro area, and it's located in St. Johns County. A lot of you may have heard of it, real historic town, but wait until you see what I've got to show you here and what this builder offers that, I mean, I'm not saying they're the only ones that offer it, but it is rare to see this offered by a builder. All right, well, first of all, where is this place located, okay, in relations to Jacksonville? Well, take a look at these maps. Okay, when you look at the map, we're located right here, and this community is called Madeira, okay, and then St. Augustine. All right, when you look to Jacksonville, where are we in relationship to Jacksonville, downtown Jacksonville? About 45 minutes south of it, okay? Now, the big thing is everyone wants to know where you are located to the beach. That's what makes this so special. Brand new homes on a marsh area, as you can see the marsh area behind me, and close to the beach, and you won't believe the prices that you're going to see that you can get these homes for. But first, let's see, how close are you to the beach? Everyone wants to know that. Well, you look right here, and to Volano Beach, you're about 10 minutes away. That's it, only 10 minutes away to the beach. And just before you get to the beach there, you also have a boat ramp that's right here. So even if you got a boat or you want to go kayak or something, you're not that far, 10 minutes from it. And you're actually on, like where the marsh area is, on the edge of this town. Now, another thing that concerns people is, okay, well, where is the hospitals, fire rescue, things like that? So let's take a look and see where they're located. Okay, as you can see here, the fire is only about 7 minutes away. And now, remember, that's 7 minutes you driving. They would be a lot sooner, okay? Now, you've got a choice of hospitals. Now, you have the University of Florida Health Hospital. It's only about 12 minutes away, but HCA has a freestanding ER they're popping up all over the place, and it's only 7 minutes away for an emergency. Now, the Mayo Clinic, which a lot of people move to the Jacksonville area for, is 35 minutes away. Now, a lot of people that relocate to this area are interested, where is NAS Jax? Okay, that's the Naval Air Station here, because Jacksonville is a big Navy town, all right? So a lot of people, when they're stationed here, end up, when they're retiring, come back here to relocate. But I'm telling you, this St. Augustine neighborhood, Madeira, is something to really look at. Okay, now to NAS Jax, it's about 45 minutes, okay? Now also, you know, people want to know, all right, well, what about, you know, the Home Depots, the Lowe's, all that, Walmarts, the Publix. Publix is the grocery store, you know, chain here. They are in other states, but mainly they're a Florida company. And so let's look at the maps and see where all that's located, because those are things that you need to know if you're going to live here. Okay, as you can see here you've got this area, you've got the Lowe's, Home Depot, and Walmart, all around 15 minutes away, okay? The Publix is also about 10 minutes to this one, but there is also a Publix over by the beach, and it's about the same distance. Now, while we're at it, let's look at the map here. A lot of people want to know about the airport. Well, the airport's about 50 minutes away. Now, let me tell you about the Jacksonville International Airport. It's easy to get in and out of, and that's a big deal if you're picking people up or dropping them off, okay? That matters. Now, St. Augustine itself. St. Augustine's a historic city. Okay, what was, I think, settled in the 1500s or something like that. The Ponce de Leon's Fountain of Youth is here and everything. So there is a lot of tourist attraction too here. But there's a lot of neat stuff for you as a local if you live here. Okay, now, of course, if you're going to buy one of these homes in this development, your backyard is going to be like a paradise where you'll probably be sitting out like the example here, okay? But when you do want to venture out and go somewhere, St. Augustine has a lot to offer, okay? As far as places to eat and visit and activities and shops and all that. And it's just great going down the historic downtown area into the shops too. And during the holidays, they light the whole place up. I mean, light it up. I mean, it is something to see. And I mean, being this close to the beach, plus also the historic forts and all that stuff, it's just neat living in this area. And to find a new construction home in this area is quite unusual. So what we're going to do is I want to take you for a little ride around the neighborhood real quick, and we're going to look at some of these homes that are move-in ready homes. I don't like showing the model homes. I happen to be at a model home right now because we've got a storm that's coming in and out, okay, that's interfering with my filming. But I'm going to take you to these move-in. What I like about the move-in ready homes, because they're homes you can buy now and you can move in. Now they're about anywhere from 98% to 100% ready. I mean, they do have, some of them are still going through a punch list, and you'll see some things where some trim needs to be done or painting touched up. That's all part of the process. I'm telling you, even if you're a cash buyer, which is a quick sale, by the time you're ready to close, that home will be ready for you, okay? And then we've got so much more other homes here too that are a little bit further out if you want. So first, let's take a little ride around here. It is a gated community, which is real nice. A gated with a guard shack, which is even better. And then they have an amenity center also. So let's take the drive first. Okay, I'm going to take you for a little ride here now through the area. Here is where it's going to be gated, where there will be a guard entrance to get in. Right now, of course, under construction, we're free to go in. So just take you for a little spin around. Off to our right over here is where the amenity center is, and that is where the pool and the clubhouse and all that is. And this here is like you would turn here for, it's called the Residence Club, and that's where you would go. Let's just go through the neighborhood a little bit, like where some of these new homes are being built. So, as you see here, of course, dump trucks everywhere right now. Okay, that's part of life living around here, is the dump trucks. And let's just take off a right here, go down this road. Over here were some. I'm gonna find a couple of houses here that I'll put in the show here. These are getting over towards our the 50-foot lots over around this area. But this just gives you an idea of what the neighborhood looks like. And you're going to see, you know, there's a lot that's built, okay, a lot that's built up. But then you're going to also see a lot of new construction underway too. So like over here on the right here, see that house there is framing up. But I'm telling you, as soon as these things get built and up, they don't last that long, just because of this area being where it is, you know, to St Augustine. You know, not just St Augustine, the historic part, but also the ocean and the beach. So it gets you in. And we'll go down this road here. Take a look. Gives you a nice view of the homes that you're going to see. Now, you know, if you were living here, this is what your neighborhood would look like. Now, and you'll see different styles too, and there's all different levels of things being built. You know, from concrete pads to, you know, just starting to frame up to, you know, where they're roofed in. You know, like over there on the side. So. A lot of lawn activity out here today, so yeah. All right, we'll take a right here and see where it leads us. Then you got a gang of mailboxes there. They got them throughout. That's one thing in these neighborhoods like this. They don't have the mailboxes in front. You know, they're ganged up in different places. And you see, even though there's an amenity center here with the pool, a lot of people here do like having their own pool. And even on these 50-foot lots, you still can put a pool in the back there. There's still room for it. Now I want to drive us over to another area that I want to drive us over here to another area where we'll have some bigger lots. We're going to get that, and we get over towards where the marsh is, which is kind of neat. You can see a bunch of model homes here, and we'll stop off there. Let's see. Let's look at here. Nice styles of homes, and you got several builders in here, so you got a different mixture of different styles. You know, different prices too. You know, they all kinds of ranges. So we go over this little bridge. We're going to go around up here. There'll be a circle. Well, there's a big home being built. And I think it's going to be yeah, that one there is actually going to be a new model home. And hold on, let me stop here just for a second. I want to show you something inside with these homes. This particular builder. Okay, we're going to go inside here because I just want to see. You know, I like to see, you know, as it's being built. Okay, the construction, and we'll take a quick look here, look around, and something I wanted to point out with this particular builder as we walk through here. Check out, this is your outside walls. Okay, those studs right there, those are 2x6s. Okay, so a lot of builders use 2x4s, but they use the 2x6. And when they do that too, see, like here's where the window's going to be. Gives you a little bit wider window, but it also allows you to put in more insulation. Okay, in the walls. All right, let's just take a look around here. It looks like we got a storm coming in, so I'll try to make this quick here. Just so scan around so you see the house, how it's constructed. Yeah, I know we're getting some light in and out here. And this is one of those patio areas, and this is actually a pretty large one. I don't know what model this is, but it's pretty big. Of course, the models, you know, are always going to have the nicest and best, right? But you can get it. And like here's the triple windows going in. And see with those 2x6s, it makes for a nicer, larger windowsill. But that just adds to it. Let's take a little look around here. See a little more. Another triple window. And up in the attic area, looks like they do put in some insulation there into the, you know, just below the sheathing on the roof. And this is definitely one of their premier homes over here, because these here are like the 12-foot ceilings, definitely. I mean, it's pretty up there. So, but it's all good construction here. This builder does have a pretty good reputation. And we're going to check out 3 of their homes. One of them is going to be one of their premium homes. Okay, here's the sign. So that's showing you what the house is going to look like when it's done. Okay, that there. So it's just going to be another model. So they're still building out. All right, now let's get back on the road. Here we'll go around this little circle. And head on out. Now over here, just opposite, straight ahead is like a marshland there, and it's pretty neat. Tell you what, there you can see it. And there's places where you can just sit and just observe it, you know, if you're out walking around. Let me take a right here. I just want to show you something. This area, here's some new homes being put up here, and you see there's still a lot of vacant lots. So there's still room, you know, for plenty. You know, if you're not ready right this moment, you know. But the thing is, you know, the different builders are selling out. You know, if you got a particular builder you like, then you know, you want to look into it, or a particular lot. You know, let me go, because look at, you see all this vacant spots. These are all going to be lots going in, and they're going to back up to that marsh area. So, and we'll head back out this way. And something else, notice for a construction site, I mean, all the activity that's going on around here, look how clean the streets are. Okay, they do a good job of keeping things clean here. I've been in some where there's just crap all over the place. I'm almost afraid to drive there, that I'm going to get a flat tire. So, well, as you can see, this is really a nice area. Okay, these homes are beautiful. I mean, being by the prairie and everything else, close to US 1, which gets you in and out. I mean, you can get, you know, right up to Jacksonville, not too far from I-95 too, if you need to take interstates, you know, north or south, wherever you want to go. Just a fabulous place. All right, now and also remember, I got something coming I got to tell you about this builder, remember. But first, let's start looking at some homes. We're going to start off with the 50-foot lots, okay? And these homes in this part of the community that they're building. So let's head out to house number 1. We're going to look at 3. We're going to go to house number 1 right now. All right, here we are at house number 1, and it is beautiful. It is a 2-car garage, as you can see. And I just love the way they've got these houses set up. Now, this particular one has brick accent around it, so I really like that. That adds a nice touch to the home. But what's really cool about what this builder does, all these driveways are these pavers, beautiful paver driveways. And not only that, not only is it the driveway, that paver flows from the walkway to that front porch. I mean, look at that. I mean, how nice is that? Instead of just a concrete slab for your front porch, I mean, you've got the pavers. And speaking of this porch, I mean, look at it. I mean, you've got room to put some chairs, a table, and really just enjoy the outdoors. You can also at night, you can sit out here, you got lights. Look at this, 3 lights, okay, for this porch. And then you've got the light for the area there where you enter into the house. And then the brick accent going up to the doorway just adds to it. They do a nice job of landscaping the front of the house too, as you can see here on this side, and then also some landscaping minimum over here on this side too. Now, what I'm going to do now is just give you an idea of what it looks like to when you live here, what your street looks like, because most people don't show you what the street looks like. They only show you the house, so I'm going to show you the street. So as we're looking down on this street here, now keep in mind, you've got houses being built, so those dumpsters and porta potties, they're going to go away, okay? But this just gives you an idea of what the houses will be looking like and what your neighborhood's going to look like. There's still vacant lots to be built, but look at the homes that are already built, how nice they are. Now let's look at this side of the street and look at the homes there. See, most of them, there's still some that are getting near completion, but look how nice these homes look. And talk about how nice the homes look. This one here, I'm kind of close up to it right now, so you can't really see the architecture of the roof line. So here's a shot where I'm backing up with the camera. Look at that, the roof lines on that. How nice the style is. That really is pretty nice. Okay, now let's look at the sides of the house, all right? We're gonna go over to this side. This is the garage side of the house. All right, and this is the side from the garage side over here where we've got, you see they've got the landscaping. And then as we go on to the side of the house here, you'll see it is a gas community. So there is your gas setup. And then further on down is where we have the gas, it's the tankless water heater, which is also run off of gas. And then of course you can just see the trees that they've got landscaped in the backyard. And then they do put the mulch along the side here too to make it look a little nicer. All right, now we're going to go over to the patio side or the front porch side of the house and take a look at it from this angle. All All right, as we come off the patio side here, we look on this side of the house. This is what your side of your house looks like over here. This is where you've got your power hookup, and then also it looks like for the cable or fiber coming in. And then look at that porch. I mean, the room you've got and just the pavers, everything looks great. All right, so now all we got to do is just check out the inside and see what this house looks like on the inside. Oh yeah, that blast of cold, I love it, okay. Well, as soon as I come into this house, okay, right away I noticed that the flooring, it's gorgeous, that light colored wood look floor. I really like the choices that they made here. But aside from that, this has a view that most of them don't as soon as you walk in. Okay, the hallway is shorter. Okay, not as long, because then I go right into the kitchen. Because of the square footage, of the house, they don't have as much out there. I do have off to my left here, there is, a room. There is an open doorway here. We're going to go into that. But I'm looking at, holy cow, there's 4 panel glass doors, the sliding glass doors. 4 panels, and I'm looking right out into the backyard. Right through the house and see all of it. I mean, from where I'm standing, I can see all 4 panels, okay? Some homes you just see 1 or 2 or whatever, I says, but I mean, just the way they've got it laid out, it's really neat. I love it. All right, what we're gonna do is, we've got the kitchen up there, and then the dining, and and the living room and all that, and the other bedrooms off here to the right, and of course the garage. But first, this doorway's right here, this hallway entryway. We're going to check it out first, see what we got, and then we'll work our way through the rest of the house. Okay, here we are as we come in that front door, and we go off to what would have been my left. Now, what I do like about this is the door doesn't just open right to the hallway. They've got this little foyer area right here. Okay, so first off, there's a door right here, and that is going to be some closet space. So right off the bat, you got some closet right up front. Okay. And of course, again, with these high ceilings, okay, you can always, stack shelves higher if you want, okay, if you need a stool, but it's good for storage. As we work our way into this first bedroom here, we see we've got a double window that leads out to the front, okay, which looks at not just the front, the street view there, but you also have your front porch here, which is nice. And then, of course, the landscaping they've got. Now, as we turn around and look and see the closets, they do utilize the double sliding doors for their closets. And it's a regular closet that you've got the shelving right there, and it does go off to the side a little ways past the door entry. So you do have more closet space than it looks from just looking at the doors from the outside. Okay, now, something to keep a note of, and this builder does these, and I'm starting to see us more often. Some houses don't have it though still, but there is your air return, okay, and then over here is your AC register coming out. Now, what the return in the ceiling does is it eliminates having a vent right there in the wall right above the door, and this gives you just some more privacy, because when you have that vent in the wall, then of course you can hear more what's going on in the bedrooms. All right, now we've got our closet there. So what could this door be? Well, it looks like it's a bathroom. This has its own bathroom. Well, you can see right here we've got the floor does change as we go into the bathroom. Here's the toilet off to the side and the nice walk-in shower, okay? Nice glass doors, tiled all the way up to the ceiling. Beautiful. Also, let's go inside it here. I love that little place to store your soap and shampoo built in there. And they've got a nice large shower head, okay? Really nice. Okay, then over here you do have the single sink vanity. And it's a large one at that. And then you've got a nice large mirror. And then they use the light fixtures, okay? They don't have the light just coming from above. They've just got the light fixtures, which I like. That's a nice touch. So it's 3 lights, and you do have a window into this bathroom. Well, this looks really nice. This is a nice setup. Just think, this isn't even the master, okay? And you've got your own, this room has its own bathroom, okay? So, I mean, you can make this an office, you can make this, I mean, if you've got a teenager, you know, and this want their own space with the bathroom, have somebody staying, it could be a guest room, so that when you have people staying over, they've got their own bath and room, and it's right next to the front door, so they don't have to walk through the rest of the house to go in and out. Really nice setup. All right, let's head back out. All right, as we come out of this bedroom number one, it wasn't that amazing to have its own private bathroom like that I mean, that's perfect. I mean, geez, I'm just thinking of the times when I have guests that come over to my house and you give them their own bathroom next to the bedroom. It just makes so much better than people going through the house during the night. Well, let's get to this. We got the kitchen right here to the left, but we're going to save that, because right now we're going to go to the right is where I've got the mudroom and then the garage. So let's check that out first, then we'll go hit the kitchen. Okay, as we come off here, this would be to my right there. Here is the mudroom, which is pretty nice. You got nice tall cabinets for that. You got the overhead light to light up the area. You do have a countertop and cabinets below, and right there's the door to the garage. All right, as we head out into the garage, notice how much light we have. I didn't even turn on the lights. That's because these garage doors are built with these windows at the top, which is real nice, allows in a lot of this natural daylight. As you see, I don't even have the light on, and I've got plenty of light in here. Now, over here on this wall, we see we don't, since the water heater is outside, it's tankless, and the air handler's inside in a closet, it gives you all this room in the garage, okay? Now, something that's kind of neat that they did here was they did put in a sink here in this garage, which is kind of cool. I don't see that often, and here it's got cold and hot water, so it's got everything there. But this is the garage, and also it does come with a garage door opener. Yeah. So not all houses do, but this one does. Now you see things laying in the garage, some paint and trimming and stuff like that. Remember, these houses are move-in ready that I'm showing you, but they still have some touch-ups and things they're doing, a punch list that they go through. So it'll be move-in ready. So if you decided this is the house you wanted right now, even if you're doing cash, by the time you got the deal ready to close, they'll have this house ready for you. There's not much. I mean, I'm talking about when I'm saying that there's stuff that has to be done, we're talking about these homes are like about 98% done, okay? So that's not a problem. All right, now let's check out the kitchen, okay, which is right off to the side here. Here is the hallway to the front door, and here's our kitchen right off here. The kitchen takes up a large area, okay? So we're gonna show you first this side, then I'll show you that side there. Because sometimes when you try to show everything at once from too far back, the camera kind of distorts things. So I don't like to do that. I like you to see more what it's really like. The lenses do that. They play tricks on you, like straight lines and things. All right, first thing here we've got is this beautiful island, okay? Nice size island. You've got plenty of room to put chairs in the front here. And something about this island is the fact that the dining room is right next to it here, because the chandelier is right here for the dining room table. So the dining room table there, but you can put bar stools and stuff here to facilitate more people. Or, since the dining room table's right there, and you don't have the bar stools, and you just lay the food out here, you just spread it all out for everybody, and so everyone just comes up like a buffet and takes it. Or if you've got, the living room's right next to the dining room, so then if you got entertainment going on, you're watching stuff, you got people gathered out here, or even the patio, they just come up, it's like self-serve right there instead of going all back here into the back end of the kitchen. So it's real nice. You've got a nice large sink, single sink here in the middle. And because this is a wide island, okay, it's a good size island, as you come around here, you're gonna see you do have more storage. A lot of islands, you just have the storage underneath the sink. Here you've got some off to the side, and you also have the dishwasher here, which is convenient. Now, something else that I'm noticing while I'm here, sitting here talking about this, I'm looking out there at those sliding glass doors, 4 panels, take up the whole wall of the back of the house here, okay? So the whole wall is like glass looking out to that covered porch. Now that covered porch, covers the whole size of those sliding glass doors. So we're gonna get to that, but my point is it's so much more relaxing instead of looking at a wall or just a window going outside to see all that, to see everything open. I mean, you could sit here, and just take care of business all day long in the kitchen while you're looking outside. It's beautiful. Something else, you've got the gas, because it's a gas community, so you do have the gas range here. Got a 5-burner gas stove, okay? And here's your ventilation. And your ventilation, as you can see, vents to the outside. This builder does vent their inside kitchens to the outside, which is nice. And you see me stretching now. I'm not short, but it's a good. These are tall cabinets, okay? I mean, that was tall right there. But that's because of the hood. These here, would be fine. I mean, they're going to be closer, here, for you. And by the way, they are soft close, okay? So as you can see, it's softly closing. Plenty of storage. Notice the LED lights that light up everything here. It's real nice, This is a real nice feature that they do. Got a beautiful backsplash. Love that. So what I want to do now is show you on this side of the kitchen, okay, to get all that in. All right, here we've got more counter space, and of course the beautiful lights in the backsplash, which accent it nicely. Cabinets, tall cabinets all around. Here's your oven, built-in oven. Okay, very nice. And then this here microwave, and it looks like it's a convectional. I'm not sure, don't hold me to that, but it looks like it. Of course, more cabinets all over the place. Your refrigerator, Electrolux refrigerator, beautiful refrigerator. Cabinets above it also and below. And then right here, this door here, this is the pantry, okay? And you do have a very nice pantry, okay, where I can walk in it. So walk in, get stuff, because you've got shelving here off to the side, shelving in the back. It's tall. If you want to put shelving higher up, you've got room to do it. You probably just need to put a stool in there so that you can get to some items, if you go. I mean, that's the thing with these homes with these tall ceilings like this. It does give you a lot of room to build up, okay, as far as your shelving goes. But look at that. I mean, plenty of room, has the light inside. Real nice setup. This is a real nice kitchen. And in fact, let me just show you a little bit what it looks like from the back part of the house so you can see the whole thing. Okay, this would be coming from the dining room area here, and then as we back into the family room or living room, which we want to call, you can see how nice it looks and how much room you've got. It's not just how nice it looks, totally functional, a lot of room, all the cabinets and all. And something else while I'm talking about it is the lighting. Look at the lighting you got. You got 5 lights, indirect lights right overhead there. That's real nice. So it really lights up. And then of course the LEDs on the backsplashes. It really looks beautiful. All right, right off to the side, I showed you the garage was the first doorway. The second doorway here leads to other bedrooms. So let's go check that out, the bed and baths. Okay, that would be this doorway right here. And as we go, this first door here is going to be the bathroom. Okay, so right here you have the single vanity, and you got a nice sized mirror right there. And I do like the way they put the lights up here. They put the light fixtures up there instead of just in the ceiling. Put the light fixture on there on the wall, and that really looks nice. And then there's that large mirror and a nice large vanity area. And then over here, we'll close the door out of the way, is where you have your tub and shower combination. A nice large shower head and tiled all the way to the ceiling. Really looks nice. Real nice job. Okay, as we exit the bathroom, let's head over here. This is to the bedroom. Okay, so as we see, we've got a double window. Okay, here. Looking around the walls, what we got here, we've got their garage. Their closet is a double sliding door. And as we go inside here, we can see we've got room off to the sides. There's your shelf, all the way across, and room over on that side. So you do have more room than just the opening of the doors. All right, and again, your air return is in the ceiling so that above the door, it's just the wall. And then we can see right here, this door is already open. So there's our washer and dryer room. Now, the washer and dryer do come with this house, okay? They come with all these homes that this builder does. And then here we have the shelving right there. And I believe, let's take a look here. Yep, there it is. There's the electric outlet if you want an electric dryer, okay? So just wanted to make sure. I want to say, so what do we got here? Oh, that's our air handler. Okay, so the air handler's here in the laundry room. Okay, tucked away. That's good. All right, now we're going to go take a look here. Now we'll just go over more of the dining room and the living room area. Okay, here it is, your dining room area. Watch out for the chandelier. Okay. Now I know some people, you know, I know my wife could probably just walk under it, and I almost can myself. So it's not that low. So it's pretty good. So they got the chandelier right here. This is where your dining room table would go. Like I was telling you, you've got plenty of room here, a large area. Got the 2 windows here for daylight coming in. And then also, I mean, that beautiful, beautiful island, and the way it's finished off too, it really does look nice. All right, let's check out the living room. And this is fantastic with these sliding glass doors. I can't get over that this house has these sliding glass doors like this. This is really great. Now, what's real nice is over here is where you would put your couch and stuff and furniture, because they've built this wall for the entertainment, where they've put in the outlets and then also the gaps on the side where you can fish through the wall to the bottom. And what's so nice about the distance that you have in this living room from this wall to this wall over here is that when you're sitting here watching TV, everyone, because TVs are so cheap nowadays compared to what they were for a big screen TV, okay? So everyone gets these big screen TVs and they're sitting 6 feet from it, okay? All right? This here, you could fill up with a nice large screen there because you're back far enough that you can enjoy it, okay? That makes a difference in your quality of life. And then something else, just look at the tray ceiling that they've got here in the living room area. And then they've got the 4 recessed lights in the corners and then the 1 light in the middle. Really nice setup. All right, let's check out over on this side here is where the master bedroom starts. All right, as we come in here, something I like is that this isn't the door right here to the bedroom. It's recessed back, okay? So you got this area, you got a nice light up here, illuminates this little area here, and then here is your door, okay? I like that way that's set up. So let's now go through the bedroom and the bath. All right, as we work our way into this master bedroom, we see we've got 2 windows here, one on each side, okay? Also, I've noticed like the tray ceiling with the recessed lights and then the light in the middle. And I believe this will, yep, they do have a switch there so that you could set up a ceiling fan if you wanted one in the room. All right, nice large area, large wall, a lot of wall space. So you can configure it, you know, however you want. You do have room for it. Again, there's a nice size air return for here. So of course, you've just got a wall above your door there. Okay, right over here is the bathroom. All right, so let's go into the bathroom here. As we walk in, we see the floor does change out. So as right in front of us here is the shower. Nice glass doors. You know, of course, the tile all the way up to the top. Let's go inside here just for a second. And you've got, I like this, you got the handles over here and the shower heads over there, okay? So that you can crank it on and get that cold out before it heats up. So you do have 2 shower heads right here, and you do have a small window up above that lets in some natural daylight, okay? And those are nice large shower heads right there. And then also they do have the little soap and shampoo thing in the wall right there, which is nice. All right, let's go over here. This is going to be the walk-in closet. Wow, it's a good sized walk-in closet, okay? Look at all the shelving you got. Okay, shelving, more shelving and racks to put up all the way on this side too. This goes back, a lot of room. A lot of room. Like I said, you know, with the tall ceilings, you can put more if you wanted to up there. I mean, they went pretty high with that shelf there too. I mean, you would hang stuff off of that, obviously. All right, let's head out into here, and we look in. We've got a window right here going to the outside, and this is where our vanity is. Okay, so it's a double vanity, you know, on both sides. I do like the space in between them. There's your storage below. And then the light fixtures above, okay? I like that. They have the nice light fixtures above it, all right? Then over here, let's see, yep, I was wondering, where's the toilet at? Okay, here it is, and it's got its own door. Okay, so it's got its own private room here, which is nice. Yeah, that's nice and set up. All right, let's head back out. And now let's go out back into the family or living room. All right, now I back the camera up a ways because I want to get all this in as much as I can. Let me just show you what your options are with these 4-panel sliding glass doors. All right, you can open it like this, just the one to go out. But when the days are nicer, and say you got a bunch of people over and you start getting into the fall, see, you can open it up twice as big. So now you've got all this room to come in, and you can also open it from the other side. But if that's not big enough for you, you can open it up 3 ways. So look at all this. Holy cow. Know how nice this is to be able to do that, the options? And to think about it is that not only am I able to do it from this end, but I can also do it from the other side too. I'm just being real careful with these doors here as they click. So, and as you get that third door in there, you can feel it. But just to show you that you can do this on the other side, and it goes all the way. You can do all 3. And there's the 2, and then you can take it on 3 back. So, depends on where you put your furniture. You're not forced to have the furniture on one side or another. And then we're going to show you, because this house is set up for an outdoor kitchen. So let's go check that out. In fact, let's head out there and check out this outdoor kitchen. All right, I realized I just misspoke. Let me correct that, okay? I said, let's go check out this outdoor kitchen. No, there is not an outdoor kitchen that comes with this house. Let me make that clear. The outdoor kitchens that you can set up for an outdoor kitchen, it's set up for you to set one up. And what I mean by that, well, first of all, let's just talk about how big this covered patio is. It's really nice. It's on the corner. I really like it. You could put up a little privacy wall if you wanted to over on the side. Something that's interesting is this is at the end of the development where this particular lot is. So the fence that's put up along the back is put up by the development. They've put that up here, okay? It separates the other side. And so you've got this nice fence there, okay? It's for the privacy. And then you've got a nice lawn. They've put trees out here in the backyard too, planted, and the landscaping. It's really nice. I mean, I'm looking at too, I mean, there's these giant oak trees there. Now, I don't know. I know they're doing some development on the other side of the wall here. So I hope they leave those trees. That's really nice, and they probably are going to, because they're still up there. Otherwise, they would have taken them down. So it's just nice to look at, but it gives you a lot more room. But this patio is great. So off to the side here is where I said it's a gas community, so you do have a gas bib to hook up here for your stoves or your barbecue, whatever. Then you also have the plumbing for a sink. So you got hot, cold water, and of course the drain. You can set up a TV out here too. You can set it up here. I mean, you've got plenty of room out here to put plenty of furniture and do what you want. And again, remember, with these doors that open up so wide, you could set everything up here, the kitchen here, like here, or you could set it up over there however you want. You've got the options, all right? Let me here just show you what this looks like from the back of the yard so you can see what your house looks like. Okay, this is the look from the back. So as you can see, this is your patio here, how nice it is. Okay, what a nice patio you've got. Nice large patio. So you got plenty of room. And then of course they've got the trees here. And over this side, and then you got all the nice sod. So and then here's that fence. And it's concrete. This fence is concrete fence. You see right there, they're building another house, like 2 houses over. They just poured the slab, it looks like. So, yep. So, and then, look, and here's what the side looks like from this side of the house. And this is what it looks like from this side of the house. Now, what's so nice about these homes like this, that have these large covered porches, you really can enjoy your backyard. And especially when you got the outdoor kitchen. And so you invest all that money, put in a nice outdoor kitchen, all the furniture, want to enjoy it, but it's open, so you say, but I don't really like it screened in, and then the mosquitoes, okay? Well, I've got a system that puts in, it's an installed system that goes around these patios that's set up to give you a mosquito-free buffer zone for here. So you have it turned on. You can even program it to go on when you want, and you're going to have people over, and you'll be mosquito-free out here on your patio. All right, that's a fantastic house. And also, you know, I was speaking with some of the neighbors around there too, and I was talking about that big tree in the back. And they're saying that tree is staying because that is going to be a park right there on the other side of the fence. Now, further away, there is going to be some more, some development, you know, along US 1, which is a little further away. And I think in the back there might be some condominiums or something being built further back. But right here up against you, that is where you're going to have the park, and those trees. Those trees right there are intended to stay, but it's nice having that fence back there. All right, now let's head out to house number 2. All right, here we are at house number 2. That's right, okay. As you can see, it is also on a 50-foot lot, 2-car garage. And when we walk inside, then you'll see the bedrooms and bath combination we've got. All right, it's a little bit noisier at this house because just a couple houses down, they are building a new house. They are framing it up right now. And so there is a lot of noise you're going to hear in the background while I'm doing this. Okay, like the other homes, they do have the beautiful paved driveways that come out all the way to the street. Even though they have sidewalks off to the side, they do pave it all the way through and then stop the sidewalks on each side of it. The landscaping is nice. All these homes, they landscape them a little bit different. Some you'll see different types of trees and things like that. There is a tree out here between the sidewalk and the street, which is nice. And then also what you've got is there's some, on this particular one, you've got another trees like over here off to the side, which is really nice. And I do like the style of the architecture of the house, like the roof lines and all, really looks nice. All right, what I'm going to do now is just like I do with all my houses, is I'm going to show you what the street looks like from this side and this side. Now keep in mind, there's a lot of construction still going on this street, so we'll see that. And then after we do that, I'll show you what the side of each side of this house looks like. Okay, as we come off this side of the house and we'll turn here, we see we do have vacant lots right next door, which are available if you'd like to build on one of those. And then this here is just what the street looks like down on this side. And just like, notice the landscaping and all. And in this house here, it looks like it's getting near completion itself. Just a nice view of homes. I mean, of course, it's all brand new community. But these are nice looking homes though too. And directly across the street, well, you've got your porta potty, which will be gone, you know, after everything's done. But then you got vacant lots there. And then this is just what the street looks like from this side. And you can see there's that house that they're building right now. Again, all nice homes, nice street, and with the sidewalks on each side. Nice landscaping here on the corner. And this is where you've got your utilities, basically your power. Looks like your cable coming in or fiber now. It is a gas community, so you do have the gas right there. And then down here a little bit further is the tankless water heater, which is also hooked up to the gas. And then this is just a look on the side of the house. Very nice. Okay, now we get onto the porch side over here, and we see we've got the landscaping right here up front. Really nice. They did a nice job. And this is what it looks like on this side of the house. And as you can see a little bit further down there, and we do see that we do have a water view in this house. All right, now we're going to check out this front porch and the entryway. So as you step off here from the drive, you notice the pavers go all the way up onto the porch. So you still have the same pavers on the porch. Beautiful tall entryway. You've got some space here, you know, just in front of the door. And then you've got your porch out front here. You've got the landscaping out front. You've got plenty of room here to put a couple of chairs, a table, and this. Just enjoy the morning, you know, to wake up, because you are facing east, so you will get the sunrise. All right, now let's head inside and see what the inside of this beautiful home looks like. Whew. Oh yeah, my favorite part. Doing the inside of the house. That's it, because it's nice and cool now, because it's hot out there. All right, first thing is, like coming in, got a nice hallway here, foyer area, and I can see through to the outside, okay, to the backyard, through the house there, through the windows. All right, which is great. Love these light colored wood look floors, beautiful. I like the chandelier in the middle of the hallway here coming down in the middle of this tray ceiling. Now we do have off to the left here, of course, the beautiful tall doors. All right, this one here leads us into a bedroom. Another one to the bedroom coming off the hall, and then we'll have another doorway coming off the hall that's going to lead us over to the mudroom, garage, and the laundry rooms. So we're going to check all this out first. So let's start off with the bedrooms first. All right, as we come into the front here is that first hallway or doorway that leads us into that bedroom. So we're looking in this first bedroom. The first thing we notice as we turn the corner here is you've got nice 3 windows looking out, okay? That's a little unusual. Of course, 2 are smaller on the sides, and then the one larger one in the middle. Looks right out to the beautiful landscaping that's out front, and then goes out to your front porch here also, and just get to see the front yard. So this would make either a great bedroom, or it could make an office. We do have the closet over here that they utilize, the 2 sliding doors, as you can see. And you've got the shelf up here, and then also the closet does expand past the doorway on both sides, as you can see there. All right. Then as we turn over here and look around, now this is the room, and again, also just like to always point out, there is your air return, and then your AC vent there too, but the air return goes into the ceiling so that you don't have the vent in the wall above the door. Boy, these are tall doors, okay? Now, let me close this just to give you a better idea of the room. And this door right here, now that leads us to a bathroom. Now, it will be a Jack and Jill bathroom. All right, as we go in, we do see the floor changes as we go into the bathrooms. Right off to the side here is where we have the tub and shower combination, and they got the nice tile all the way up to the ceiling. Nice large shower head, and then also the toilet is in the same spot with the shower in here, so that you can close the door, and it does have a pocket door. It closes, so you do have the privacy from when the person in the next bedroom wants to come in and needs to use the sink. Okay, and speaking of sink, here you got 2 sinks, so you do have a double vanity and a nice large mirror, and then they also have nice lighting fixtures above it. So there's 3 above each sink, which really looks nice. So that's a nice setup. So you got plenty of room there. And just another view from this side. You can see it. I do like how they do put the light fixtures over the head like that. That really looks nice. All right, let's head out and look at the bedroom on the other side. As we come back out to the hall here, go through the bedroom right here, and we see this bedroom has 2 windows, and that's something to take notice of. A lot of homes, when they have the bedrooms that aren't the master bedroom, they just have 1 window. Here they do have 2 windows here, at least 2, okay? The other had the 3. All right, there is that door that leads to the Jack and Jill, just so that I can show you. You can see that is where we came from, that other bedroom, and then it's, you know, the Jack and Jill, you know, bath, just like I had showed you. Now this room here, as it comes, they've got a single door for a closet. So let's see what kind of closet they got there. Well, it's a small walk-in, which is nice, okay? I like that, okay? There's your shelving. Nice lights to illuminate it. Of course, you got these tall ceilings, so you can put higher shelves if you want. You probably need a stool. But I'm walking inside this, and I got plenty of room in here. So this is really nice to have a little mini walk-in. All right, let's head back out here to the hall. And now I'll take you over to, this is, as we were coming in, okay, from the door there, we're coming in, and over to the right here is that other hallway I was telling you about that's going to lead to the laundry, mudroom, and the garage. So let's first look over here. So this is our mudroom area, which is actually pretty large. Okay, you got nice cabinets, okay, tall cabinets even for here, nice countertop, and this door will lead us to the garage. And look at that. I mean, I don't even have the lights on for the garage. There's the lights, they're off, but because they put those windows in the top of the garage doors, that's the ones they use, it lets in a lot of nice daylight in here. So, and then something you'll notice is the fact that since you have the tankless water heater outside, you don't have a water heater in here to take up your space, and the air handler's inside, so this is all extra room for you for storage, okay? So it makes it real nice. Also, comes with the garage door opener. So let's head back out. And let's see, what do we got? What do we got here? All right, closet space, okay? So we got some more closet space. That's nice, plenty of shelves. So you got room to add more if you want. And then this will take us to the laundry room. The nice sized laundry room, the washer and dryer that comes with the house. Okay, I do like that they've got a window here in the laundry room. I love it where you can let daylight in. Okay, you just got more natural daylight. Here's the shelving across the top, goes all the way along. This is a long laundry room, so you have plenty of shelving again too. You do have a hookup for an electric dryer if you so wish to put one in. They've got this with the gas right now, and you do have the plumbing if you decided that you wanted to put a sink here. If you don't want the sink, then you just use this for extra storage for yourselves. But you do have that option if you want to. All right, now let's head on back out. All right, as we work our way back into the rest of the house here, from this point on, this doorway here takes us into the main part of the house. Now, something to point out, that we've got the kitchen over here. It's going to be on my left. And over on my right is going to be another bedroom and a bathroom there too. So we're going to take you to that. So that what we'll do, and then of course we got the living room and dining room all in front of me right here. All right, so before we get to the kitchen and all, we're going to look at that other bedroom and the bath combination. But first I want to mention, right here's a door. Okay, now this here is right next to the kitchen. So as you open it, you take a look and you see you got a lot of shelving here. Okay, you got a lot of room here. It even goes past the doorway a little bit. That's just extra closet. That's not the pantry. No, I know some homes that would be the pantry, but not in this home. Okay, so that's just extra closet space. All right, so let's now take a look at this other bedroom and bath combination, and then we're going to check out the kitchen. Okay, here we are walking through the hall here. There's the kitchen over on that side, but we're going to go down this hallway here, And this takes us into that other bedroom. Okay, but first let's check out the bath right here, because notice I kind of like how they did this, okay? Almost walked right past the bath, but they've got it off, the door is offset. It's not right next to the hallway here. I kind of like that, okay? Also right to our side here is a closet. So we've got a nice linen closet before we go into the bath, so a lot more storage, okay? Now let's check out the bath, okay? We see that we've got the floor does change, the toilet and the vanity right here. We do have the single vanity, which mirror there, and I do like the light fixture. That's nice. And now we're going to look at, we'll see, there's the shower, nice glass doors, tiled all the way. It's a walk-in shower, and it tiled all the way up to the ceiling. And of course you got that nice large shower head also in here. So that's nice fixtures. And just another look of the vanity from this end. And the large mirror. Real nice look, I love that. Okay, then this takes us right out to the other bedroom. So as we come into this bedroom, again we see two windows, okay? Now this is facing the side of the house. So nice having two large windows like that. This utilizes the two sliding doors for the closet. So as you see, you've got your shelf right here, and the closet does extend over past the doorways a little bit on each side there, so you do have a lot of closet space. Of course, like all of them in these homes, it's all tall. It's all tall. So, and then, I mean, you've got plenty of wall space too, so if you want to put up a TV, entertainment in the bedroom, then you've got room for that on either side. So nice full wall, you know, whichever side you want to put your bed, you know, you make it out to. All right, then this door right here, this should be our air handler. Let's see. Yep, so this is the air handler right here in the hallway here next to the bed. All right, now as we work our way to the kitchen here, and a nice kitchen it is, okay? You've got a lot of room here. And let me just go over a few of the things. Obviously, the island, first off, as you can see, you've got this nice, beautiful island out here where you've got plenty of room to put, you know, any extra bar stools, chairs that you want out front of it to serve other people, you know, just to make some extra room. You've got plenty of room here that you can use it as a serving table on the front for when you entertain, because the dining room is right off to the side here to my left, and they do have a nice chandelier there for the dining room, and then the living room is over here, so it makes it easy for people to self-serve themselves for some food. You got this beautiful sink and a beautiful fixture right here in the middle of it, a nice large sink. Now as we come around, we've got storage. Because it's so large, you do have extra storage off to the side versus just the storage that's underneath the sink. And then the dishwasher, of course, is right there. Beautiful countertops. Behind me, you notice here we do have the gas range. Okay, so it is a 5-burner gas stove. The ventilation going out here through the top, as you can see, they do ventilate out through the outside, okay, from these homes here. So that's a nice feature. Also over here on this side, we have the oven, and then the microwave. Looks like it probably might be a conventional 2 microwave. And then you've got your storage above for that too. Also more cabinet area right next to it, which is nice. Love these lightings. Love this LED lighting that you got to glow here. You got that nice lighting from here. You got it over there where the gas range is. And then I'm going to show you, you've got also another spot over here on the other side of the kitchen where you got more cabinets and more counter space. All right, the refrigerator right here. Again, all the appliances, Electrolux. So beautiful, you know, just like the others, has the French doors here, and then the 2 drawers below, which is nice. This really, I mean, it's nice looking kitchen. It really is. We got a door right here, and that is what leads us to the pantry. And now we'll just open that up, and it's a nice walk-in pantry. In fact, it doesn't end just here. You got shelving 1, and two sides right here, long shelvings. And in fact, you can see I'm over in another section of the pantry. And what is that for? Well, they do have right here, you do have hookup for water, and you got electric there. So you could put an extra, the spare freezer in here or a refrigerator if you needed to. I love that they've got it set up like this for this pantry. And then of course the lighting that they have, I mean, really lights it up nice, a lot of light. All right, now let me show you that other countertop. This is what I was talking about. Look at this here, nice. I mean, this is a lot of room, a lot of extra shelving, above and below, really nice. And then of course, if you just want to have these beautiful, LED lights over the countertops, then you can just have them on with this or turn them off from a switch right here. I think it's nice to have that one switch that does illuminate them both. So all of them, all the countertops go on and off with this one switch right here. Something else I didn't even mention, though I didn't even think about it, because I was so excited about the kitchen. Well, hold on, let me turn the lights back on. All right, there we go. Something I didn't mention was like when you're at the sink over here, right next to me, as I'm here looking, I'm looking out here at the water, the backyard, the landscaping with the other homes and everything. I mean, this is fantastic. You could sit here, wash dishes all day out of the sink and not get tired of this view. All right, speaking of views and stuff, we have now, I'm going to take you and show you the dining room area, the living room area, and then we'll go head to the master bedroom. Okay, here is your dining room area, okay? Plenty of room. You got a lot of room here, okay? I'm telling you, this is really nice. Got two windows on opposite sides on this wall. Of course, you got those three windows right there, overlooking, the outside porch there. But this is your dining area here. So, and then of course you got, you can see you're right off the kitchen right here. So now let's walk over here to the living room area, which gives you a lot of room here too. I love the way, the wall right here, they've got it all set up for the entertainment. I love it. You see you got your outlet up here at the top. You've got the spaces to fish down wires through behind the wall there already accessed for you. I do love the tray ceiling and how they just set this up. It's just really nice how it makes the living room look like its own little spot here. As you can put your couches around here, and speaking of putting the couches around, you do have the electric in the floor, so you hook up those now those power recliners. If you don't have this, you got to use that battery backup or battery pack, what should I say. And depending on how you configure this, you've got your view looking from the living room. This is your view from the lake out here, or the lake or the pond area, and then also to that porch. And wait till you see the porch. We're going to get to that here shortly. But this is really fantastic. It just has a real nice feel. And then speaking of lighting and stuff like that, the lighting that they have here. Look at all the lighting I've got in the kitchen area right there. 2, 4, 6, 8 right there. We got the chandelier here for the dining room area, but then also, in the tray ceiling, what do we got? 6 recessed lights and then a light in the middle also. So, and then you have the option, you could put in a ceiling fan if you wanted to. So a lot of lighting, a lot of openness. Really feels good. All right, now let's head through. This is going to be into the master bedroom right there, so let's go check that out. All right, as we come into the master bedroom, first off, notice the door here, they do have this space here, okay, that they've built out before they put the door. So like from the living room, you got the little wall off to the side. So the door isn't just completely flush with the wall opening into the living room area. I like that. Come into this room, and first thing you notice, you got 3 nice windows right there off to the side. And you're looking at the landscaping, the trees, it's just nice in the backyard. This particular neighbor looks like they got a pool there. It's screened in. It's just nice to look at. The flooring, everything. A lot of room. The tray ceiling, plenty of lights. You got the 4 lights in this, and then the light in the middle. So you got a total of 5. You do have the switch here where you can hook up a ceiling fan if you wanted to. Let's just take a look around here, and then we'll work our way into the bathroom. All right, as we enter through the doorway here into the master bath, we can see that the floor does change as we go into the bath. And the first thing we'll see right here off to my right is the double vanity. And you see how they have them separated, so they're not right next to each other, you know, like in the Jack and Jill. So each vanity has a lot of room and has a nice large mirror. And then each one of them also has above it, has the lighting fixtures. So you do have a 4 light fixture above each vanity here in this bathroom. Really looks nice. A lot of room there. And I love that space in between. All right, let's work our way over here to the back. And what do we got behind this door? There we go. We've got the walk-in closet, okay? Good size walk-in closet. All right, let's go check it out. We've got shelving. Wow, we got a lot of shelving. Okay, I wasn't expecting the shelving off to the side right there like that. Staggered shelving throughout. Okay, it's nice. All the way three walls, 4 walls. We got it even going around here. Oh my goodness! I mean, look at all the shelving that you've got in this walk-in closet. Really nice. And then they also have a real nice light above there. Something I just noticed here too, there's an attic access there too. So that's nice. Instead of just in the garage, it's got it also for this side of the house, you got the attic access there. That's real nice. What a great closet. I mean, it's a room, actually. It's a room. All right, this door here, let's check it out. And that leads us into the toilet area, which it has its own private door. And I do like the fact that they do have the window there. Of course, it's frosted glass, okay? But it does let in a nice natural light, just so you don't feel so closed in, okay? When you're sitting in there. All right, then over here is the shower. A nice walk-in shower, tiled all the way up. And then they do have the window at the top there. And let's check it out. All right, we've got 2 shower heads here. We've got this one on the side, which is the adjustable there. There's our controls for both of them. I like the fact that you can turn them on right here before walking into the shower to get it warmed up. And then you've got the other shower head over on this side here. So it's, you know, it's a shower built for one with different desires, or, you know, you've got plenty of room for, you can bring in your friends and shower with them too here, okay? Nice large shower. I really like it. I mean, this really looks nice. And let's head on back out and we'll go check out the outside. All right, as we come out, we're going to go out to this this rear patio back here. Nice large area I'm about to show you. Here's the door that leads out to it. Full glass, okay, to look out. Now this particular house doesn't have the sliding glass doors, but what they utilize is a full door with glass here, but you got those three windows, okay, that looks out to the patio, okay, which is really nice. So you don't have the sliding glass doors, no, but you still got the view. And I'm telling you, when you're just having this one door here, you know, there's some people that do just like that instead of the sliding glass doors. They have their pros and cons all the way. So right now, let's go take a look at this patio outside. Whew. All right, we're back out into the heat, all right? But I don't mind it when I'm looking at this as soon as I walk out and I look at it. And it's just, this is really nice and relaxing. Nice big patio, okay? Not just a little half patio, full-size patio here. Of course, you got the windows off here, off to the side. You've got the light up in the center. Something that's, I mean, because of its gas, and what they've done is over here, they've got it plumbed for the gas, and you also have for water, okay, so you can put in a sink. So you can put in your outdoor kitchen right here. Now, something that I like that they did, this patio is on the corner, but instead of leaving it open, they put up this little privacy wall right here. So it's open at the top, so you don't feel closed in, and you do have airflow. but you got a nice little privacy fence there. I really like that. Now this particular house, okay, we can hear all the construction going on, hammering and stuff going on beside. But if you put all that to the background, just listen, the people next door have a pool, and the pool and the water's running. So you get the benefit of that, listening to that water flow while you're out here on your patio. I mean, just listen to it. I hope the mic can pick it up. I mean, I wish I would have brought a chair. This would be it. This would be the end of the videos for me, okay? But just think about all this that you've got here. Really nice to look at. So what I'm going to do is, I mean, and of course the other homes are beautiful to look at too, and with all the landscaping. I like the way they put up the trees too, because it does give you, you know, a little bit of the privacy and the wall from just looking at the houses. They really did a nice job landscaping this. And we've got some visitors here, okay, and they're actually pretty friendly here. It looks like Mama and all her youngins. Now the youngins look like they're teenagers right now, so they don't seem to be afraid of me or the camera. Probably people have been feeding them, I guess, maybe. I don't have any scraps for them, but they're coming right up to the camera. And then also now they just want to go take a swim too. So it's time for to go take a swim. But if you notice them, they're all looking for little bugs in the grass. So there's your pest control system for your lawn right there. Okay, it's natural. And now they're going and taking a little swim. See, that's pretty neat. See, that's just something that I love about this here. The water from the next door neighbors, seeing the ducks coming up like that, you know, it really adds to it. What I'm going to do now is get back there and just give you a shot to see what the back of the house looks like, you know, from the pond area and then the sides, so you get an overall look of what your house is going to look like. So as you see over there, that's the side. That is going to be the master bedroom where those 3 windows are. And then here's this large covered patio. And there's your 3 windows, you know, going into the dining area. And then this is the corner of the house. So then we'll just come in from this side, looking at it. And I'm down nearby the water's edge, so hoping not to fall in. But just taking a look from this side too. And then you see how they got the trees planted here, so as they grow up, and they do grow fast, you'll be trimming it out. And then from the water's edge, this is the view you got right here. So if you sat down a couple of chairs down here, just enjoy it. Real nice. And I wanted to point out too, they've got the air conditioning unit right here on the corner of the house out here. But because the way the patio is back, it's indented in and not just out, well, I couldn't hear it from there. So we hear it right now. Okay, you see it's running, you can hear it. Now let me go back into the patio. All right, now I'm on the patio and I really don't hear it. There might be a slight hum in the background, but I don't hear that thing going on. I hear all the hammering going on, but just listen. Not really the AC. I really like that. That's a nice feature. So you got this great outdoor patio. Love it. You're already envisioning your outdoor kitchen that you've already set up. All right, spend a lot of money for it because you're getting top of the line. Beautiful furniture, spending a lot of money for it. You're getting top of the line. Everything. You come out here to enjoy it, and then and you invite guests over. Everyone comes over. We're all out here having it because they love your view, they love your patio, love your house. And then all of a sudden the mosquitoes start biting. All of a sudden everyone wants to go inside. Your guests want to go inside. You want to go inside. Everyone wants to go inside. All this that you built out here, because you don't have it screened in. But you don't like the screened in look or the enclosure. You like the open. So what do? I've got a system that's an installed system. It is really nice. It creates a mosquito-free buffer zone for people that have these outdoor patios like this, have the outdoor kitchens, and want to enjoy their backyard and enjoy that so-called Florida lifestyle sitting out here. And you can set it up to turn on when you want, turn off when you don't want it. It's a perfect system. Even if you're not buying one of these new homes here that I'm showing you, and you already have a house where you've got this problem, or you're purchasing, another one of the homes, and maybe not this particular one I'm showing you, then just call us at this number right here. I'll tell you all about it and how to get this system installed in your house, and you can enjoy that backyard. I mean, that's what you bought the house for. And there you see, I made some friends with some wildlife, huh? That was pretty cool. I mean, that's neat too, being on the water like that. I mean, it's amazing. All right, now we're going to go to house number 3, which takes us to a 75-foot lot. Big difference when we get to the 75-foot lot, big difference in the house, everything, but also the space between the houses, as you're going to see when I stop by and we take a look at this house. So let's go look at house number 3 right now. All right, now we're at house number 3. That's what's behind me. I had to film this. First of all, I got to have my sunglasses on. It is so bright out here and hot. But I got to film this from across the street to get the whole house in so you could see it, because once I go over across the street, you won't be able to see all of it. Just because it's large lot. It's on a 75-foot lot. That's right. The others are on a 50-foot lot. This is on a 75-foot lot, so it's wider. So I had to start from across the street so you could see the house. Now let's go across the street and talk about it. All right, well, the first thing you can see, this one's a 3-car garage. That's right, so it's a larger house. It's going to have a larger square footage. When we go inside, you're going to see, it's just a whole bigger operation, that's for sure. One of the nice things about the homes here too is that this house, it's 3-car garage, but it also has the pavers, okay? All the way through from the street all the way up. Now they are putting a sidewalk in on this side of the street and in front of these houses. And what they did was the pavers go all the way. The sidewalk actually stops on each side of the paved driveway, which is nice. And so you got a nice paved drive going all the way in. You see you've got a nice porch up front we're going to take a look at. Nice landscaping, the trees there. They have the trees out here on between the sidewalk and the street. Now something I'm going to do first on this, like I do on all of my houses, is I show you what the street looks like, okay, from this house, because nobody does that, right? So we're going to do it on this house just like the others. Now this side of the street's going to look nicer because the houses are built. This side, they're building houses and you got the porta potty and everything else, but just keep in mind when they're gone, that's going to be nice. And then there's vacant lots across the street that they're going to build yet, okay? So let me show you first, what the street looks like. Okay, on this side here, this would have been to my right. You can see there. And beautiful houses. Of course, everything's new, but again, these are really nice homes too, and nice landscaping. And I love the different styles that they put in. And oh, yep, there is a porta potty and a dumpster at the end of the street right now, but that will be gone. Okay, and then we're going to go on this side, and here's those vacant lots I was telling you about that are across the street. Okay, and then this is what the street looks like. And you can kind of tell you're going to have beautiful homes here. Look what they're already building here. These are going to be completed soon. Okay, now what I want to do is show you the sides of the house. So we'll start over on this side first, and we'll go on this side, and then we'll look at that front porch. Okay, on this side, it's garage side. You see they do have some landscaping here on the corner also. And this shows you, what you've got on the side. Now notice, because these are 75-foot lots, you see the grass is what's on your lot, and this is the house they're putting in next door. So you do have a good amount of space, okay, between the houses. Check that out. So you're not jammed up, and you can even see it on the houses across the waterway there. But we'll walk down here a little ways and see, and I'll see they got the mulch all along, okay, the outside here. And then here at the end, they have a tankless Rinnai water heater. And since this is a gas community, right there's the gas, this is a gas water heater. And then also you can kind of see there's the water from behind us too, a little sneak peek on the side. All right, now this is going to be on the other side, and just notice the landscaping here. And then the accents, like with the shutters, and then up above too. and everything, just the roof lines and all that. I mean, it really looks nice, nice architecture. And as we come off of the landscaping here, this is our side of the house, and this is where we've got the other utilities. We've got the power, and we have the internet coming in here, and then your water. And then here's a nice look of that porch, you know, from this side of the house. So, I mean, right now I've got a breeze, even though it's hot and the sun's in my face. I've got a breeze. If I was on that porch, I bet you I'd be fine with a drink. All right, as we come up to this porch, I was right. I go with the shade and a little bit of breeze, it does feel good. I mean, this is really nice. And the tall ceilings and everything you got, and the pavers. I mean, the same pavers come here. The porch is done with the same pavers, which really looks great. But you could set up a couple chairs, tables, and like I says, I'm sipping as I'm just looking at my front yard. Woo! Man, it feels great in here, that's for sure. But not only does it feel great, it looks great. Well, first off, I don't need this inside. Man, it was bright outside. First thing I noticed, well, I love is that we've got this hallway here. We got this foyer area, we got the hallway. We're not opening right into the living room. And I'm seeing straight through. There's sliding glass doors. Now I see one panel there, but then they also have another door entry that's a full glass door, and I'm seeing through that. So I love being able to see out through the back, and what I'm seeing is that we're on water. Okay, so there is water behind us. The floors are just beautiful. I love the light floors here. It really, really brightens up everything here. And speaking of bright and lights, right above me here, they've got not just a light up there, but a chandelier that's hanging down as you come into this foyer area. And then also the lighting, you can see you've got the glass door, so it lets in plain light, but then you've got also that glass panel up above the door there that also lets in more light. And talk about these ceilings here, and these are like in like the living areas, they're like 12-foot ceilings, which are great. And they've got these large doors, I think they're like 8-foot doors throughout the house. It just takes you away to see this. All right, first what we're going to do is we're going to take a look over here on the left. There is a doorway. It's a tall doorway. And we're going to go in, and there's 2 bedrooms there and a shared bath, so let's check them out. Okay, as we come in from this front door here, we take this first look here, and like I said, this is a tall doorway. All right, there it is. All right, and we see they do have a nice bright light right in the little hallway here between the bedrooms and this bath. So as we can see right here, this is the first bathroom, and the floor does change as we go into that bathroom, and we see that they have a tub and shower combination, and it really looks nice. I like to having that window there too, that glass. It's frosted, of course, but it lets some light in. Nice shower fixtures, nice large, shower head, beautiful fixtures. I just love the wall all the way to the ceiling with this tile. Looks good. The toilet's right next to it, right there. And then right here we've got our vanity. Now it is a single sink vanity, but look how wide this thing is. I mean, we've got a really wide, and you just don't see a lot like this, okay? Where not only is it wide, they've got a large mirror, okay? A nice large mirror, and then they've got the lights right above it, the lighting fixture instead of just light in the ceiling. But I'm just, these large mirrors on these, like a single vanity, really looks great, okay? So let's head on out. Take a look here at bedroom number 1, okay? As we go into the bedroom, we go into carpeting for the bedroom, okay? And this here faces the front. Now, really what's nice, this bedroom here has 2 windows. This is a good sized bedroom. The 2 windows, love the shutters on the side here, okay? I really like that, that's nice. And then of course this looks out to your front yard, and you got the landscaping and all that, so it really is nice. The garage, the closets, there we go. The closets are the sliding doors. and being such tall doors, they're heavy doors. They're sturdy, okay? So as we go into the closet area, they do put up a shelf here for you. Now, this, because everything is so tall in this here, you could put up more shelves if you wanted to, and go up and utilize that space. So see, the space does go off to the side a little bit past the doors. All right, and then this is just another look of the room. And then they've got the light overhead. And I believe they do have, let's see, there should be 2 light switches. Yeah, so that means that they're going to have it also wired if you wanted to put a ceiling fan in there. And something that this house has, not all of them do, but I'm starting to see more of it, is the air return, okay, in the room, okay, in the ceiling, okay. There's your AC vent coming out, your register, but the air return, what that means is, there you go, you don't have one in the wall, okay, above the door, and that just gives you a little more privacy. All right, now let's go take a look at the next bedroom. Okay, so we go into this room. Now it has also a double window, okay, which is nice. All right, lets in plenty of sunlight. Almost said air. All right. Now, also you've got the double doors there for your closet. And it's going to be the same thing because of the tall ceilings. I mean, you've got plenty of space up above before you actually hit ceiling. They do give you the shelf here, and it does extend over past the door openings to the side. And just like the other room, we do have the AC return right above us right there, and then your AC right there. So, very nice. All right, let's head out. All right, as we come out of that door there, then we come on over to this hallway, like I was saying, and we'll take the first doorway here, and this will lead us to the garage. As you see, we do have a little area here. It's like a little mudroom area, so they do have the cabinet and a space there below. Okay, this here takes us to the garage. And something about these garages, the first thing I notice is that they've got windows, okay, at the top, okay? Boy, that makes a big difference in the lighting. I don't even have the lights on in here, so you got that. Now it's 3-car garage, so here's your one car garage door, and then over there's your double door, okay? They do have garage door openers for both garage doors, as you can see. We'll go around this area here, and because they've got the tankless water heaters and all, and they do have the air handler inside, you've got all this room inside, okay, for your for storage or for a longer vehicle if you had to, okay. All right, now let's head back out of here, and we'll go into the hall. Then that right there is the air handler, and I want to show you something. Most of the air handler doors, you open it, the air handler's right in your face. It's like a room, okay? I mean, they've got a lot of room in here, okay? And that's your air handler right there. That's a good space. All right, the AC guys would like that when they have to work on it, that's for sure. All right here is going to be a bathroom. And this here, you see the floor does change as we go into the bathroom. And this one has a walk-in shower. Okay, there's the toilet, and then you have the walk-in shower here. And of course you got the nice shower head that was in the other one, and then they tile it all the way to the ceiling, okay? Then also here on this side here, we do have the single vanity, and it's just like the others where it's got this nice large mirror, and then also the light fixture right above it, okay? So that is really nice. All right, let's head out to the other bedroom. Okay, first off on my right, this is a closet here. So you see you got plenty of storage here. They got a lot of shelves for you. Okay, I mean, with these tall ceilings, you could even add more if you want to. You probably have to put a stool down the bottom to get up to it. As we go into this bedroom, again, carpeted and 2 windows, okay? So that's nice, lets in a lot of daylight. Boy, when you have the 2 windows, and speaking of daylight, let me turn on the light. We have the light up above, yep. And this is the same. Here they do have, it is wired. For if you wanted to put in a ceiling fan, you could, okay? Now again, this here also utilizes the double sliding doors for the closets. And I tell you, those doors being so tall, they are heavy duty. And here's your shelving, and you can see the closet does extend well past the door opening. So there is a lot of closet area here. All right, now let's head out. I want to show you this mystery door right here. What's this door go to? This is special. Well, we open it up. Goes into the laundry room that's right next to us, okay? And you got your shelving right here. A long pile of shelving. And this house does come with the washer and dryer. So you do have the Electrolux washers and dryers. And then over here is all your stuff for your wiring, internal wiring, probably the fiber and things like that throughout. But it's also a lot of extra space, you know, for storage if you wanted to. And then also this room is plumbed. For, you know, water. If you wanted to put a sink in here, you could, or you can just use it for storage space if you wanted to. Since this house is a gas house, you have your choice here. You do, now this here, obviously it looks like they've got it hooked up to a gas dryer, but they do have an electric outlet here wired for a dryer outlet, okay, if you chose to have an electric. All right, as we exit that section there, we're going into the main part of the house. So right here, I'm at the doorway that leads out into this living room area, which also flows into the kitchen and the dining room. And of course, that beautiful backyard patio area we got. Now, the way they have it set up, the bedrooms are on this side of the house back here, and then the master bedroom and bath is going to be on the other side of the house, and we're going to get to that last before we head outside and check out this beautiful backyard. All right, so while I'm walking into here, the kitchen's off to my left. Let's check out this kitchen. All right, this kitchen here has as much of a wow factor as the rest of the house, okay? I'm telling you. First off here, I'm standing in front of this, I mean, gorgeous island. Of course, everything's quartz. All the room you have. You've got this large single sink right here. Beautiful fixture right here for the sink. I love it. What's real nice about this island is the size of it. You've got plenty of room to put bar stools or chairs on the other side if you wish. You got plenty of room to serve food because once you see this living room is large, you've got your dining room over here right off to the left of me here. So it makes it real convenient for serving food, especially if you have a buffet style, all that room. Of course, as you come around here, we do have some storage cabinets, which because of the size of the island, it has quite a bit of storage actually. A lot of the islands just have the storage under the sink. This has it on the side. They've got the dishwasher here, and they even got storage on the side of the dishwasher too, okay? And also when you come out to the front of this island, which is even nice, is they do have storage right here to the front of it too. And I don't think, yep, that one does too. Okay, right there. Okay, just didn't have the handle on it yet. And let me mention something, okay, before we get to anything else, because you're going to see a few boxes and things around here. These are move-in ready homes, okay? Now some of them are 100% ready and some of them are about 98, 99% ready. This one's about the 98 to 99. They're still installing. They just finished installing the ovens and stuff. You're going to see there's some boxes here. I'm not moving those boxes because they say fragile and glass. And if I don't touch it and I don't move it, then I didn't break it, okay? So I'm leaving everything as it is, okay? I'm not moving any of those boxes, so you'll see that. You may see little spots here or there as they're doing touch-ups, some trim or something like that. You know, there's all homes have a punch list, and they go through it. And that's what they do here, no different before everything's ready to go. But I just wanted you to keep in mind that if you saw it, it's because it's move-in ready. Believe me, by the time, even if you're a cash buyer, this will be done by the time you're ready to move in. All right, off to my left here is the refrigerator, a nice Electrolux. All the appliances here are Electrolux, by the way. And a nice refrigerator. Really love it. You've got the French doors here. And then you've also got, you know, 2 drawers here, which is real nice. So you've got a lot there. Gas range, which is real nice. The 5-burner gas range, a nice large one in the middle. And also the vent. The vent does vent to the outside. As you can see, this is where it goes up and then it goes to the outside of the house, okay? And that's really nice. What, I'm tall and these are tall cabinets. I mean, it looks gorgeous. It really does. And, you know, a lot of room. I mean, just, I mean, look at these cabinets and look at the shelving. It's real nice. I love it. Okay, off here to this side of the kitchen is where you've got a double oven. Okay, you got, what's it here? Okay, yeah, oh, that looks like a conventional microwave there is what that is there. And then the oven here, yeah, right below it. So it's all built in. That's what it is. And yeah, and then the cabinets above. And then over here, another, it's beautiful, actually beautiful. And then the lighting, well, just the lighting on all of it. But because this here is a solid piece of the quartz here and then beautiful backsplash, lot of cabinet room, a lot of counter space that you're going to have here too. And right behind me, this leads into like a little mini office area that you have right here, and that then you lead into the pantry. So here you see that mini office, and you got a lot of drawers, L-shaped counter, and then you do have a window, you know, going outside, which is nice to let in the daylight. Then right behind it is the pantry. Whoops, excuse me, is the pantry. Large pantry, plenty of shelves, and because of these tall ceilings, you can go higher if you want to. And also you've got an electric outlet and it looks like water there, so you could put another refrigerator or a freezer in here if you wanted to. So you got a lot of room here, you know, with that pantry and with this little miniature office space right next to the kitchen. All right, as you come out of that pantry area there, there was plenty of room for me to walk around. Let me just show you this dining room area. And what it's got, the windows, and then this living room area, and then we'll head to the master bedroom. Okay, first here is your dining room area here, and you see they put the chandelier there for you. You do have 2 windows going out to the backyard, which looks really nice. And this is a nice large area right there. And then you see, I mean, these windowsills, again, how big you got them, because you've got these 2x6 exterior studs for these walls. And then also you've got the windows up above. And what a nice day, man. That's a nice shot, huh? Looking outside with the clouds and the blue sky, really looks good. And the water right there, really looks nice. Okay, another view then from the dining room is you get to see the outdoor patio too from here. You do have another window right there going out to the patio. And then also there's a doorway leading out to it. And then this here is where we look at the living room from here. I mean, it's just, I mean, it's a large living room. I mean, really large. It's a kitchen area, the living room, and you got 2 nice walls, okay? But this wall here, this large one, is really set up for your TV system. So as you can see, you've got the electric outlet up above, and then you've got, you know, the space where you can bring whatever cables down below that come out of here and fish right behind the wall, which makes it real nice where they've already got that done for you. Tall ceilings again, so that you've got all this room. And then also, you've got the electric outlet in the floor right here, so that when you put in your electric recliners and couches and stuff, you just plug them in there. You don't need to use the battery packs. Also, you can set up for anything else to charge, your devices and things. Usually the recliners have those built in. But then also from here is you've got the triple sliding glass doors. And we'll get to that in a few minutes, and then we'll talk about the other door that's off to the side. And then what's cool is just like, I don't know if you can see, while I'm just talking here, the birds, those white birds, they've just been flying all around, and this is just nice to look at. All right, now let's go check out the master bedroom. Okay, as we go into this master bedroom, you notice they've got a little space here. Okay, it has a light. Okay, like your little mini hall before you get to the doorway to the bedroom. And I like that because the door's not just opening right into the living room; it's off a little bit. And then as we get in, it's just like, wow, we've got a lot of room. And it's like, let's see, do I got all the lights on? There we go, now I got all the lights on. A lot of lights, right? As you look in this master bedroom here, nice open area, okay? The ceiling looks gorgeous, plenty of recessed lights into the ceiling. A triple window off here to the side, so 3 windows, really looks nice. A lot of room. And now over on this side is where we get into the bathroom area. So let's go check that out right now and just do a quick walkthrough through this and then take you into that bathroom. All right, as we come off of the windows and make the turn around here to the other side, we go into the bathroom area and we see the flooring changes. As we go straight, let's just go straight off to the back here. And what we've got here is a nice closet. So you've got plenty of shelves, and again, because the ceilings are so tall, you could put some more shelves if you want to. You may need a little step stool. Now right to the left here is the toilet area, and it does have its own door, which is nice for the privacy, and it does have a window, okay, a frosted window, of course, the light overhead, so I like that. As we move over here, we see the walk-in shower. And nice glass panel here as you walk in. A lot of room. Also has the windows up above, 3 windows actually, to let in a lot of nice natural light. Beautiful shower tile, the shower fixtures, and it actually is a double shower head. Okay, so here you've got one off to the side. That's flexible, and then the one that's the fixture that's in there. So you got 2 shower heads. So you can blast yourself twice, or you can share the shower with a friend if you like, I guess. So, all right, now as we come out of the shower, we go right across is to the walk-in closet. And wow, what a nice walk-in closet, okay? A lot of room, okay? Shelving everywhere. Well, let me close the door here so we just get a better idea of how much is in this room. It's a room in itself. Nice lighting up here to really illuminate this thing. Now, remember when I showed you the washer and dryer? I said that was a special room. Everyone thought, why was that so special? Well, see this pocket door? That leads right to the laundry room, okay? So, when you do your laundry, then you don't have to go all the way around the house or there. You just turn right here, right there's the closet, and you just start hanging the clothes up. Really nice setup. Yeah, it is. All right, as we come out of the laundry area, now we're going to come out here, back into the bathroom area, the shower, and then we've got our vanities, okay? We've got 2 vanities, 1 on each side, and I like that when they're not next to each other. You got 4 lights going across the top of this one. Nice large mirror, plenty of room, really nice large vanity, and then you've got the other one right over here on the other side. So the same setup, same lighting, large mirror, and the same setup with the single sink right there, and then this just gives you a better view of it all. All right, let's head on out and go back out into the living room. Okay, Large sliding glass doors. I know there's people call them sliders, and that's supposed to be the thing now, but I don't know. When I was a kid, we called them sliding glass doors. Of course, you know, I grew up here in Florida, and that's just what it was. All right. Now, what's so nice about these is you open it up. One, and then two. So you got this all nice area. Now today I'm going to close them pretty quick here because we got all this heat coming in, but when the weather starts to change here, like you get in this house and you move in by October, November, it's going to be real pleasant. So, but there's more. Let me show you. We'll close it, and I don't know if you can tell the tinting on this glass too. It definitely makes a difference. But you can also open from this side too if you wanted to open the door from this side. And then that gives you options, and I love options, on where you put your patio furniture. And once we get out there, we're going to explore this a little more. But there's something else I want to show you. Hold on, let me close this door. Keep all this cold air in, because that's a blast. Let's walk around over here to the other side. What's nice is you've got those sliding glass doors there, but you also have the single door, okay? Now, and it leads right to the patio. I really like this because there's times when you don't want to just open up the sliding glass doors all the time to go out. So you've got an option. Love options, okay? You've got the single door to go in and out of if you want to real quick. All right, let's go check out the backyard now. You know, even though it's hot, I'm ready now for this outside patio. This is fantastic, but wait a minute, I'm missing something. Hold on. All right, this is the only way to enjoy the outside. All right, now we're ready to go outside. Let's go. All right, okay. Oh, this is fantastic out here. So is the drink. But what a large area. Oh my gosh. I mean, the concrete pad, his patio, some homes, they'll stop right at the edge of the house. This goes past that. And then all covered, of course, the tall ceilings, the lights, everything. Looking at the birds going across, the water as I'm sitting here having a drink. Well, they flew too fast for me to catch them. All you saw was water by the time I turned the camera around. But I mean, this is fantastic. This is where this is my room, okay? This is it. All right, see your sliding glass door. Something I didn't mention when I was inside was look at the windows at the top above this door and the sliding glass doors. That lets you in all that light going inside, and then it just looks nice out here. From outside here, of course, I'm hearing them hammering. They're building a house. It's framing up right now, right across here. But after that one's built, then you're going to have a nice house to look at, like the rest of the homes here on the other side of this water here. Not only that, a lot of the builders, they'll plant a tree in the backyard, sometimes two. They got 4 in here, and nice sized trees too, okay? Believe me, trees grow fast. I'm always trimming mine. And they got landscaping out here. Plus you've got some room before you get to the water. The water's not right up against you, so you've got a nice backyard. And what some of these people have done, they put like a fencing, they put that, not that solid fencing, that black, iron fence, and it really looks nice. You even got somebody here, the house next door, they're building, and then the house next door to that, they're building a pool while they're building the house. So it shows you could put a pool back here if you wanted to, and you got all that room. Also, on the side here, because it's a gas community, you've got the gas bib here to hook up, but then you also got the plumbing, you know, if you want to put a sink out here, hot and cold water too. And so you can put a nice outdoor kitchen here. You got plenty of room to put the kitchen, put your furniture, enjoy it. I mean, this is really great. And then something else I want to talk to you about too. A lot of people screen in everything, screen in the porches. I like it open, but the mosquitoes, right? Well, I tell you what, you get with me. I've got something that you can keep this all. It's an automated system. It's an installed system, goes to the house, that'll keep you mosquito free out here on your patio. Okay, so you can enjoy this. Just give me a call or text me, and then I'll get back with you with the information on how to do that. And it could be even in the house you got right now, if you want that. I'll help you with that system. You know, get it set up for you. But I'm just saying, you don't need to screen things in with that. And I love it because this is just too beautiful open like this. In fact, here, I'm going to get to the back. I'm going to go down by the water and then show you what the house looks like from the end. Okay, so this is what the back of your house looks like at the end of the property line here. This is on one side. And of course they got the trees there. Then directly in back, look at that beautiful patio, huh? Outrageous. And then the other side of the house there. And then there's your landscaping. So look at all this room you got. You got a lot of room out here, that's for sure. Then look at, here's the waterway, what you're gonna look at. And then of course these houses all built around here, they all look beautiful. All really look nice. Well, I had to put on my sunglasses. It's so bright out here. I got to get back underneath that patio. But something I want to point out, all right, our patio's over here on this side, okay? We're coming around to the side of the house. Here's your air conditioner unit, okay, outside. Right now it's running, okay? Hear it? It's running full blast. But look where they put it. They put it around the corner here, not right out front, okay, here where you're right next to the noise just goes right into the patio. So it's off to the side, which helps reduce some of the noise. So you can hear it here, and you don't hear it so much here, okay? Now, it's faint, okay, but it's very faint, not like it's right in your face. And no, I didn't turn the air off to film this part of it. It's on. In fact, if you can listen real hard, you can barely hear it in the background running. So that's just another thing that they did with this house that I like. It makes it a little more enjoyable. All right, now remember I told you there was something special about this builder, okay, that does different than what I've seen. Now, I know there's going to be a few that do something like this, but not many, okay? What they do is they work with a pool builder, and they will work to get a pool installed for you on your new home, so that as you're building it, you get the pool built and you have a pool. By the time you close, you got a pool. Actually, what's even better than that, they also do spec homes with pools. That's right, spec homes with in-ground pools. Now, the pools depend on the lot you're on, like the 50-foot lots and how far you were, the setbacks and things on the size of the pools. So everything's an individual basis. So if that's something you want, you get with us, and then we'll find out what will work for what you want. But the spec homes, they're already put in. Now this is really interesting. I was actually I picked out one that was a pool home to actually focus on one of my, to feature one of these homes, and it went under contract, okay? I'm telling you, it went under contract, before I could get out here to film it. So I didn't want to video something that already went under contract because you can't buy it, okay? So, but what I'm going to do is, I went out and I wanted to show you what the pool looked like finished for this particular house, and to give you an idea of what you can get and like what some of the spec homes may give you. So check this out. Okay, the house came with the pool from the builder. That's right. Now this one here, they screened it in. Okay, they do some with screens and some without. But check this out. Huh? How nice is that? I mean, it's so nice when you can get a builder that teams up with a pool company to put in the pool for you. So when you move it, it's there, than trying to have a pool done after the fact. Not only that, but you can work it into the financing. So it really makes it nice. This is great. Yeah. Like I said, I wanted to feature it. I can't go inside. It's under contract now, so it's sold, so it's all locked up. And I understand that, and I don't want to. Last thing I want to do is to get any dirt on any floors or anything there, but I just wanted to show you what was special about this house. All right, now, when you saw house number 3, I don't know if you remember, but I panned over and I showed a pool being built like a couple houses over, okay? So that was one of their spec homes, okay, that they were building the pool. So I decided, since I couldn't get into the other one because it went under contract, I was gonna show you, generally I don't show the homes that far out, but I wanna show you this one with the pool and I'll explain why. So take a look at this one. This is the spec home they're building. Okay, this one here is one that is being built right now. It's not finished. It's probably a couple of months out or so, but they're putting in a pool. See, they're already putting in the pool for it. So whoever buys this is going to have a pool installed. Now this is spec, okay? So this isn't sold. So you could own this, okay? And this is nice that this is what you get. Not only that, but this one here is on the water too. So you've got the water view, okay, that you're gonna have, and then you're gonna have a pool. Now this particular one, now some of them, they put in a screen, like you see the screens on those, but this one they're gonna put a fence around it. And I like that. I like the openness, but this, if you want this one, you let me know, because I mean, we can get you in it, and then this is yours. And I'd have to see with the timeline, you might be able to get in before the end of the year. So get in before the holidays. That would be fantastic. Now, I mean, this is just amazing that you can get homes built like this with the pool in it, that the builder's doing this. This is fantastic. And you can see you got your outdoor kitchen accessories hookups there for the gas, for the water and stuff like that, and your sink. So imagine that all open. And this would actually be a great one for one of those mosquito systems that I have to install, where we install them in the houses, around the houses. It is an upgrade, but it would be fantastic to put it in around here, to create that mosquito-free zone around your pool and your patio. All right, now the one that went under contract sold saw it had a screen enclosure. The spec home is going to have a fence around it, because they do some with fences where they do the black, iron fence that goes around, which I kind of like better. And then because I would put in that mosquito system I was telling you about around the pool. It's perfect for that. And then what happens is with these spec homes, with something like a pool, once the word gets out and somebody finds out about it, you can go and go under contract with this thing before it's built, okay? So I wanted to show it because if someone out there, if one of you was interested in this and something like this and wanted to get in on it, I wanted you to know right as soon as possible. So that's why I showed it at that. It'll probably be ready maybe around like December. So it's possible you could get in before the holidays on that particular pool home if that's what you wanted. All right, now let's get into the homes and more of the specs and the pricing of what these homes are. Okay, so let's go to home number 1. Okay, as you can see here, this is home number 1. And that one there came in at 1,799 square feet, okay? That was a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, and a 2-car garage, okay? Now, that particular house, that one there is also the one that had the concrete wall, because it was at the end of the development, so that was put in by the developer in the back there, okay? And then there is a proposed park that's going to be coming up. Now, that house there, sells for $564,900. Now, this development does have CDDs and HOAs to pay for all these things, like that amenity center. Also, having a gated community requires more maintenance. Now, there is a guard shack there, but I don't know if there will actually be a guard there or it'll all be automated. And for visitors, you know, you would give them a code to get in. So, but it is still a gated community, okay? So the CDDs for this, now the houses have different CDDs. So this CDD is $2,161 a year, and the HOA is $426 a quarter. Okay, and also all these homes, they all come like what we showed you when I went into them with the refrigerator, and they do have the washer and dryer also included in these homes. The next one is going to be, let's see, home number 2. All right, so let's take a look and see what the specs were on home number 2. All right, here we are. Home number 2 did have the water view in the back, and that's where I had the friends, the ducks that came up to visit, remember? Okay, now that home there is a little bit larger. Okay, that was at 2,343 square feet. Okay, that was a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, and 2-car garage. And that one there sells for $599,900. Okay, now the CDD on this one, now this was a 50-foot lot, just like house number 1 was a 50-foot lot, this was a 50-foot lot. So the CDD on that is the same as the other, $2,161 a year, and then the HOA was $426 a quarter. Now that was some pretty good square footage on that, and remember that was just a single-story house too, okay? So no stairs on that, so you know, as you get older, don't have to worry about climbing up the stairs or anyone falling down them. All right, now let's go up to number 3, house number 3. Now this was the one that was on the 75-foot lot, okay, in the estate section. And the square footage does increase on that, and we had a larger garage, remember? So let's go take a look at see what the specs were on house number 3. Okay, house number 3 right here. Now this one here was at 2,479 square feet, okay? It was actually also on about 1/3 of an acre, okay? So it's like 0.34 acres. That's why you had more room there and you had more space between the houses because it's a 75-foot lot. All right, now that was a 4-bedroom, 3-bath with a 3-car garage, okay? And it was at $894,900, okay? The CDD on those homes in that section there is $3,242 a year, and the HOA stands there at $426 a quarter. Now I do have an offer that I want to tell you about, so hold on, let me give you that offer. Okay, something else I want to mention about these homes too is that they come with a 2-year workmanship warranty. Most homes come with a 1 year, okay? They do have a 2-year workmanship warranty. Of course, you still have the 10-year structural warranty also that comes with it. So these houses are quality built. This is a premium builder. You're going to get a good home, and just think about where you're at, okay? To be this close to the St. Augustine area and the beaches in a brand new home, it just doesn't happen that often, okay? So, I mean, think about that. Now, also, as far as an offer for you, when you give us a call and we set up the registration for you to tour these homes or to see these homes or buy them, then if you do purchase the home, I do give you a smart home upgrade. That's right, and the smart home upgrade is going to make a big difference in the quality of your life. Anytime you want to look at one of these homes, schedule a showing, just call this number right here. This will get you in, and any other information about these homes. And remember, all the pricing and offers and everything are at the time that I film this show, okay? Because they change. They can change weekly, sometimes even daily. So always check. Also want to check on availability because they are selling. So the only question you got now after watching all this is, can you see yourself living here?